Okay, firstly, I'm a little bit worried as to whether I've left myself enough room to go through these, but we'll sort that out anyway. Okay, so what we've got, in this case, we're dealing with some different roots here, and we've got some fractional powers and a bigger thing there. So basically, we've got to remember that if we've got a to the power of 1 over m, that equals the mth root of a. Likewise, if we've got a to the power of n over m, that ends up being the mth root of a to the power of n. So essentially, we take that one and we put it there. So this type of thing here is what we're interested in. So that's what we're going to try to use. So I'm going to remove those and let's see how we go. So we've got this. So we've got our first one here of the cubed root of t. We're going to write that as an index. Now, by default, we don't have a thing, so we know it's going to be 1. So that we end up with, so just like we had as our rule, that ends up being t to the power of 1 over 3. Okay, let's have a look at this one here with the w. So we've got 2 as our power. That is our root. So this ends up being w e to the power of 2 over 3. Okay, so we can also look at that this way, and we can say that we've got w to the power of 1, 2. We're going to put some brackets around that, and we're going to make it 1 over 3, because that is the same as the cube root, which ends up being w, and then we multiply these two, 2 over 3. Okay, last one here. This we'll rewrite as x to the power of 5, y to the power of 10. And now we've got a fifth root, so what is it as a power? Well, it's 1 over 5. And then we go up and we multiply this by 5. So 5 times 1 over 5, x, 5 times 1 over 5 is 1. And then we'll go for a different colour, green. Then we're going to multiply this 10 by 1 over 5. So it'll have y to the power of 2. That's what we end up with there. Okay, let's have a look at our next couple here. So 4 to the power of a half. Now remember, if we've got whatever this is here, it is that root. So this ends up being 4. 1 is the power, so 1, and it is the second root or the square root. Square root of 4 is 2. Here we've got 125 to the power of a third, so that is the equivalent of saying the cubed root of 125. Now, I'm not going to work it out that way though. What I am going to do is we're going to try and write this as the power of something as a power. We know, and hopefully, and with practice it'll come, you'll realise that that is 5 to the power of 3, that 125. And now we're still putting that to the power of a third. So from there, if we now have that, and we multiply these two, we end up with 1. So it's just being 5 to the power of 1 or 5. Okay, last one. So we've got the cubed root of 216y to the power of 6. That is a 3, yes. Okay, so let's rewrite this as 216y to the power of 6. And we're going to make that to the power of 1 over 3. So just like we did here, where we converted that, 216 is some sort of a number to a power. What number is that? And like I said, hopefully with practice you'll get there. You should realise, and with time, that ends up being 6 to the power of 3. 6 times 6 is 36. Multiply 36 by 6, we end up with 216. Now you've got y to the power of 6. And then all that is to the power of a third. And now, just like applying our rule, 3 times a third, so we have 6 to the power of 1. 6 times a third, we'll end up with y to the power of 2. So that's how we go about solving those. So remember, we're applying the law. If we have a fractional power, that becomes a root. And then what helps is if we can display it this way, as though whatever our root is here, that's our power of that fraction. And then from there, that allows us to solve the different types of problems that we're up against.